set list. Please welcome back to the stage, Carlos Chamon!
I'm not like excited. I just really have to pee. All right, let's speed through this. All right, so I'm glad this is here because I'm too drunk and I don't really remember these. Okay, so I was on my phone actually earlier this week. I don't know if you guys saw it. It recently went viral that testicles have taste receptors. This is a real scientific thing. Apparently, testicles have taste receptors. This is a real thing. And so the internet obviously went crazy and they started to do these like taste tests. You can see them. They're all over TikTok. What it is guys are dipping their balls in soy sauce. And, yeah, which is insane. Are you gonna be okay? That's holy shit. That wasn't even the punchline. God damn it, you're not ready for this. No, it's insane. They're like dipping their balls in soy sauce, which I don't understand because like I think they taste just fine without it. You know, so I don't know. Good job. We made it. I had a really weird week at work. My day job is I work in medical billing, right? And we had a patient call in, and he was super mad. He got a bill for his colonoscopy, and he lashed out to me. He was like, "What? Like, do you think I did this for fun?" And I was like, "That would be amazing if you had recreational colonoscopies. That's the perfect fetish." Because if anyone asks like why you keep going back and they're concerned and they're like, did they find something? You could just be like, well, I found myself. He didn't think it was funny. He was like, if I could go back, I wouldn't have done it at all. And I was like, that would be a waste of a time machine. You're gonna go back in time and not get your G-spot fingered? I don't know, buddy. That feels like a waste. But people always say they'll like do weird things with like time machines and like it. Like I hate people that say that they would go back in time and kill baby Hitler. Like, cause I hate them because you're not ready for that smoke, bro. You're not ready for that level of public scrutiny. Cause like look at modern times. Look at situations like that in modern times. For all we know, John Benet Ramsey fucking deserved it. Now you're the one that's dying. I'm just making my way around the table. Yeah. So I'm not American. Don't shoot. I'm not American. I was born and raised in Bolivia, South America. My first week in the United States, I was walking back to my dorm, and living next to me was this guy Devonte that I made friends with throughout the week. And I'm walking back, and Devonte's like, "Hey, come into my room," and he closes the door behind me, and it's Devonte. 8 of his friends, they're all black. This is important because as soon as he closes the door, he's like, "Hey, Carlos, call me the N-word." And I said, "This feels like a trap." And he was like, "No, come on, call me the N-word." And I was like, "No." He's like, "Come on, call me the N-word." I was like, "No." And I don't know if you guys know much about Orthodox Judaism, but if you want to convert, you need to ask 3 times before they let you. So this was something kind of similar. Because after the 3rd time, I did it. I called him the N-word. I'm not proud of it, but my mom taught me never to half-ass anything, so I used a hard R. So the room gets real quiet, kind of how it is right now. And Devonta looks at me and he goes, "Nah, man, you can say it, man. You're cool. You can say it." And I was like, "Oh?" He's like, "Yeah, you're from Bolivia. Black people are from Africa. It's the same thing." And I was like, "Wait, what?" Bolivia's in South America. He was like, "Which is African?" I was like, "What the fuck, Devonte? No!" So we pull up a map and see what happened was he thought because South America and Africa looked kind of similar, he thought they were the same continent. And then he realizes his mistake and he just goes, he was like, "Oh no, baby, you can't say that." It's like, I know, Devonte. So I told that joke, and after the show one time, this old white man came up to me. He was like, "Man, that's a crazy story. I can't believe you got to call a black person the N-word." And I was like, "Call what? That wasn't my Make-A-Wish. I don't want, that's too much power for me. I'm not ready for that." But I was thinking, like, I feel like white people, they're too obsessed with the N-word, right? Because there was like, who can say, who can't? And white people have a much better word that they can use, which is, where is it, fellas? I feel like a sexy teacher, like, "Hey, guys." But fellas is perfect because it works for every situation. Like if you like listen to like hip hop, right? And it's like if you don't know, now you know, fella, right? or like in comedy, like a Chris Rock impression, you're like, well, there's white people and then there's fellas. Or only the comics like that one. Or if you get like mad at someone, you could be like, listen here, feller, you got the hard R, it's perfect. It covers all the bases. So a weird thing happened to me recently. A girl slept with me just because I'm Hispanic. And I don't know if you guys can see how white I am. That doesn't, like sleep with me just because I'm Hispanic is like saying you don't use condoms because you're cutting back on single-use plastics. Like, it doesn't really make sense, but like I was like, oh great, and like she kept wanting to like talk dirty in bed. She wanted me to like talk to her in Spanish, and I don't know if you guys know this. Bless you. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you don't know how to talk dirty in English, you also don't know how to talk dirty in Spanish. So I was like stuck in this situation where she'd be like, "Ay papi, like where do you want me?" And I'd be like, "¿Dónde está la biblioteca?" And like. It was so weird. Like, she kept calling me papi. I think it was like a cultural thing. She was like, he's Hispanic. Papi. 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 And that was weird to me because that's what I used to call my dad growing up. And not just when we were fucking either. Like, all the time. Like, that's just what I used to call my dad. That's been my time, guys. Thank you so much.